Get sleaze, keep 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 sleaze.
On your dumb drum, the beat's so fat, gonna make me come.
Welcome back to Barbie's Cream House. You like my Justin Bieber bangs I'm trying out today? Look how Biebery. I'm such a belieber or whatever. Bleeding heart belieber. So I realized that this is actually my 24th episode. So technically I think that means it's season 2. So I decided to try something new. I want to do a game I call but Make It Pørnø. I'm going to show you guys how it's done right quick, but I really want to be challenged. I want to make it a 2-person thing, go head-to-head with somebody. If you guys would be interested in that being a little 2-player guest spot game we do, I think it could be a lot of fun. And I got a bunch of suggestions. I'm not going to be able to even get through all of them, but I wanted the response to be pretty organic. I have earnestly not thought much about all of these. I have artistic integrity, and I wanted to get the most authentic, genuine footage I could because I'm cocky. And I want to flex on you. We're going to vibe. We're going to get the mood together for a riveting game of But Make It Pørnø. While I get my mind right, here's the gist of the game. You take a movie and you make it porno. A good porno parody has a porno pun in the title and a porno twist on the original plot or characters. Bonus sparkles for every aspect of the original movie that you can pornify. Let me show you why they call me the fucking porno genius. 6th Sense. The 6th inch. It would be a guy who's small and he's often slipping out of the target or whatever, but this whole time he thinks he's in it. He thinks he's doing the sex, and he comes to find out at the end of the movie that he's never actually penetrated a woman. Polar Express. So many of you suggested kids movies. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm not above it. You've pulled the trigger here, though. You know I wasn't above it. Fucking, okay. The Polar Undress. And the North Pole is, North Stripper Pole. There's just glitter and cum and magic and cocaine everywhere. Magical place, black lights everywhere. Tropic Thunder. That's such a good one. I actually was thinking about this the other day, and I can't even say this line, but so there's that popular pose, I guess. That thing, Anejo. Let me Google this motherfucker.
Okay, go.
So I was on Reddit talking about that, on a thread talking about that pose, I guess, and all I could think was,
everybody knows you never go full retard.
That's all I think when I see that pose. So that's definitely what that part will be about. And then it will be like me method acting as, big black woman, like Ebony Beauty, Nubian Queen, a curvy one. You just dead opposite of what I am. Jack Black characters coming down off coke full time. It'll just be some guy that really likes to be like cuckolded and but just a total cuck that's a hound dog. I'll suck your dick off.
If you guys want to make it through this thing, you gotta strap me to a tree.
I see you in my head movies. You make my dick rain. You make me feel good. Beauty and the Beast with 2 backs. And I've thought about this one before because I'm essentially living that life because I got 2 cats, so I'm covered in hair. And I have snatched up all these Barbie dolls and, essentially holding them captive, one might say, but I spent a large amount of time interacting with inanimate objects, tucked away, isolated, was good looking once upon a time, and obviously it'd be sex toys and sex furniture and whatnot that comes to life. Clearly. That's a no-brainer. Next, Ernest goes to jail. That'd be a good one. Oh, I'm so amused by that. I'd be on board to make that happen. Okay, so Ernest, gets swapped with the mob boss and goes to jail to take a sentence on, and it's to get gangbanged to death. And then it backfires and gives him superpowers, obviously, to where every man is throwing their dick at him, sometimes aggressively or hostilely or ambushed. But he handles it. He's got that dick superpower now. Especially with a real earnest facial expression right when the penetration occurs. Especially the ruthless ones. A goofy movie. Y'all are nasty. Goofy movie. A boofy movie. Oh, that'd be perfect if it was a gay porno. It's, a twink and his bear, heartwarming or whatever, road trip, and Powerline is a drag queen, a ferocious drag queen. And the Yeti could be just a super drunk, aggressive bear. The perfect cast. Seeing things eye to eye. Flubber. That's easy. Flubber would just be neon green, chemically toxic splooge. Jizz, a hot load that has, some sort of the same superpower that Flubber had. Somebody could be putting on their cum sock, and that's when the sneakers. Encino Man. Encino Man is one of my bedtime movies, my comfort movies, and I got it bad for Stony Man. I really do. If he were a real person, and we existed in the same space, I would want on that dick. So I really am kind of into Pauly Shore like that. If any of you know him, y'all could let him know. I'd be into that. What was I talking about? Singing about Pauly Shore, the man of my dreams. It'd be called Inside Me Man. Wheezing on the juice. It's pussy juice, obviously.
Alright, be sure to stay tuned after the film for part 2 of But Make It Pørnø. I saved the most fucked up ones for last, and the ones from the B-movie TV Facebook page. Now it's time to get in our PJs and get sleazy. Welcome back to But Make It Pørnø Part 2.
The Blob, the 1958 version. The Slob. Someone on here said that it'd be a boob, and that's good. But I think it would be an intergalactic space sperm that hits Earth, devouring people as that's how their sperm grows. Whatever. It's devouring people everywhere it goes, and this splooge is getting bigger and bigger and encompassing more and more people. That's how I would do it. Dougie Flesh says Rosemary's labia. I'm disappointed in you, Doug. I considered you a worthy adversary. I really did. But you missed something right in your face, and it's making me doubt you, man. Rosemary's baby dick. And she has to choose between a guy whose dick is 1 inch long or 1 inch around. And if they don't make her come, they lose their dicks. or die or something. Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Legend of Creepy Swallow. That's a stretch? No, I think I like that. Legend of Creepy Swallow. I actually might take that. I like that so much. It's, what's his name? Like Brom Bones. That's already good. Thickerod Crane. It's not bad. I always say the fans come for the solo play, but they stay for the wordplay. Weekend at Bernie's. That'd be Weekend at Barbie's, is what that would be. They'd go to their boss's house. It'd be a chick, and they'd find out that she has been turned into a sex doll. A real-life Barbie, and they have to take her out on the town. That's a good idea. That's a good way to avoid a co-star, is if they get magically turned into some inanimate object immediately right in the beginning of a plot. Said you're gonna give me this layup, boy. Let's see, what was your name again? Dave Meeks says, I'll give you a layup. Field of Dreams. Way ahead of you, bud. Field of Creams. If you film it, they will come. It's so simple, it's right there. It's so perfect. Now I know what you were thinking. You're thinking Field of Wet Dreams. And that, see, I have a theory about that. I once heard Weird Al talking about what he considers parody theory, if you can keep it the same cadence, same amount of syllables, the same sentence structure, the same plot essentially, and change as few words as possible, but change the context completely. He said that is top tier parody. That is the goal. And so I stuck to that like the Bible, obviously, because it's Weird Al. James McCoy, Fantasia. That could be so much fun. My first immediate thought was the brooms. Are dildos, clearly, walking around, coming out of some endless sock drawer. The unicorns already are pretty risque. They're already pretty bona fide. And some of them horses be looking pretty good, too. This one's from Sean. Fucking Downside Up. You fucking dick, man. Alright, you wanna play dirty? For those of you who don't know, this is the movie Downside Up.
How are you looking good? No, I'm going
I'm gonna do this quick, we're gonna move on. I would call it Brown Side Up. We're moving on. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Bukkake. First of all, it'd be about a cam girl that could save the universe, but to do that she has to go to other parallel universes where she chose a different niche fetish, and then ends in another bukkake, because it's everywhere. It's on everything, everywhere, all at once. Simon Birch. I forgot one of y'all said Simon Birch. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Say I won't do it. Say I won't do it. Simon Gert. Next. Rainbuster says Breakfast at Tiffany's. Dickfest at Tiffany's. Jumanji. Yeah, why are you making me think about this movie in porno terms? Y'all are sick. Y'all are twisted. Womanji. Hear me out. All the things that come out of the game and, try to kill them, attack them, take over their home, are things like Raging Gnarly Bush. And you could be like, what year is it? Giant crabs. Brian Murray, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. First of all, that's it. That writes itself immediately. Like, you switch murder to fuck. That's just
It's all you need to do to turn that into a porno parody. My boy Doug knows this about me, and Yahi. Rince Dream is my favorite writer-director of pornography of all time. The most avant-garde pornographer there ever were. He made a film called Dr. Caligari in 1989, and it was supposedly the hypnotist's original Dr. Caligari. It was his daughter, and she is some psychosexual medical scientist, and she is switching the brains of a sex-crazed, lunatic, deviant prisoner inmate and a bored housewife for sex reasons. And it's one of my fucking favorite pornos of all time. All of his shit is my favorite pornos of all time. So it's gonna be hard for me to trump that as hard as I'm about to, but really should have stuck with that source material, like Hypnotize. Like, there's so many possibilities to that. It could have gotten so much weirder if they kept it in. Snakes on a plane, gapes on a plane, or dicks on a plane. All these vibrators and dildos. Their charge is pulling from the airplane, and we're gonna crash if we don't run the batteries down. Right, so all these sex toys and all these suitcases, they're coming out of everywhere. We gotta run all these batteries down. The house that Jack built, the whorehouse that Jack built. And instead of murder, it will be that he is reliving all these experiences he had experimenting with, like, edge play fantasies. That would be a decent fucking porno, honestly. It could get real dark. Oh, that could be good. Who said that again? I'm gonna suck your dick clean off for that idea. Psycho. Simple. Right there. Instead of embezzling the money, Homegirl just gonna sweep it out from underneath them, pull a Cardi B and bail, and instead of coming at her with a knife, that's just brutal sized dildo. And the mom likes to watch. Norman masturbates. That's good. Man, there were a whole lot more, guys. So I hope that next week maybe someone will want to challenge me and we can go head to head. Honestly, Doug, I'm looking right at you. Just saying. You kind of have to now. Like I said it on the TV. You have been challenged, Dougie Flesh. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you guys back here for the next episode of the Midnight Sleaze. Stay spooky, boo-boos.